This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. President-elect Trump's tariff threats are forcing auto suppliers to consider moving some production to the U.S. or close to it. Trump has vowed to impose a 10% tariff on all global imports and a higher 60% tariff on Chinese goods. He's also threatened to slap 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports when he takes office. Reuters spoke to several supplier executives at CES who say those threats have them looking into how much production they can bring to the U.S. because the cost of the tariffs would be too much to pass on to consumers and make most car parts produced in low-cost markets uneconomical. Industry analysts have been predicting a shakeout in the Chinese auto industry, and it looks like it's already started. Out of the 112 brands that sell NEVs, 23 of them either folded or were consolidated with another automaker in 2024. Taken as a whole, the Chinese industry is operating below 50% capacity utilization. The CEO of Xpeng predicts that the Chinese industry has entered the, quote, elimination round, where a lot more automakers will disappear over the next 2 years. The largest state-owned automakers, like SAIC and FAW, are expected to survive, and so are the large independent companies like BYD, Li Auto, Great Wall, and NIO. But the smaller companies won't be able to compete with them and will start to go out of business. Not only is the price war in China spreading to more makes and models, the export market is stalling out. The China Passenger Car Association says it sees no growth in exports for EVs this year. Tariffs on Chinese EV exports to the European Union will hurt demand there, and exports to Russia are expected to drop 10%. For many Chinese automakers, 2025 is going to be a really tough year. Even so, the ones that survive are going to be extremely competitive, and that will make the Chinese auto industry even stronger than it is today. Tesla's stock price shot up 90% in the weeks after Trump's re-election, and Elon Musk getting the nod to run what he's calling the Department of Government Efficiency. But analysts at JP Morgan say that Trump's EV policies could slash nearly 40% of Tesla's profits. They say that Tesla benefited from $1.2 billion in sales subsidies to American consumers who bought its cars, and it got $2 billion from selling ZEV credits to other automakers to meet the EPA's and California's emission standards. Trump has promised to wipe out those sales subsidies and ZEV requirements, and that could blow a big hole in Tesla's bottom line. Renowned Italian auto design firm Italdesign announced it will open a new office in Metro Detroit for its U.S. headquarters. The company will invest $20 million and will create 24 jobs in engineering, sales, and marketing. The head of its U.S. operations said having its headquarters in Michigan is, quote, essential to effectively support our American customers. Italdesign employs around 1,000 people in Germany, Italy, Spain, and China.
This year at CES, Intrepid will be showcasing our new cloud-based tools for OEM fleet management. We'll be sharing our Wi-Fi Analytics Cloud platform and how it integrates with Intrepid products, revolutionizing remote access fleet management, increasing the depth for individual data points during testing, and accelerating product development time. Catch us at booth 4664 in the West Hall, January 7th through the 10th at CES 2025 to learn more.
Scout Motors is confident it will be able to sell its vehicles directly to customers. It told Inside EVs that it doesn't think there's any validity to claims from VW dealers and their lobbying groups that it can't sell direct because Scout sees itself as independent from owner Volkswagen. U.S. franchise laws say that if a car company has used franchise dealers in the past, it cannot legally drop them to sell direct. VW dealers have said they want Scout vehicles on their lots, and the National Auto Dealers Association is already preparing a legal strategy to oppose the direct sales. But Scout says it wants to let the market decide, and even if it doesn't get a dealer's license, it can still sell directly to customers. It would be just like some Tesla buyers who had to complete their transaction in their home state, but then take delivery of the car in another nearby state. And another EV startup that's facing similar pushback is Afeela, which is a joint venture between Honda and Sony. It also plans to sell vehicles directly to customers. Afeela says the entire process, from the reservation to the final sale, will all be handled through its website, and it said it will have 2 showrooms in California where customers can take delivery of their car as well. But Automotive News reports that Honda dealers have already voiced concern about how Afeela will sell its vehicles, and Afeela might have a harder time claiming independence from Honda since the Afeela sedan will be built at a Honda factory in Ohio. And then there's the issue of service. Without dealers on your side, it will be harder for Scout and Afeela to build up a repair network. The slowdown in EV demand put a big dent in battery maker LG Energy Solutions' profits. Analysts expected the company to post an $11 million profit in the most recent quarter, but LG reported a $154 million operating loss. Many automakers, including General Motors, one of LG's biggest customers, scaled back EV plans due to softening demand, which contributed to the loss, as well as a 20% drop in EV battery prices last year due to overcapacity. Tesla has officially appealed Elon Musk's rejected pay package. The roughly $55 billion payout was originally opposed by some shareholders who felt misled about how the package was approved by the board and then presented to them. A Delaware judge agreed and rejected it. Tesla then held a shareholder vote, and they solidly approved the pay package. But then the same judge rejected it again. So now Tesla has filed with Delaware Supreme Court, arguing the judge took away shareholders' rights to decide for themselves. But here's something that doesn't really help Tesla's case. A judge has officially approved a settlement where Tesla board members from 2017 to 2020 have to pay the company back nearly $1 billion in cash and stock options. Some shareholders sued the company, claiming board members were compensating themselves excessively. Tesla decided to settle, and while they have to give up the cash and stock options, they don't have to admit any wrongdoing. Have you checked out the videos we're posting from CES yet? There's some wild technology we saw there. Everything from autonomous boats to your own personal drone to a robot for your garage that will plug in your electric car so you don't have to. We've got a number of videos that are already up and more are on the way. You can find them on the Autoline website as well as our YouTube channel. And then be sure to check out Autoline After Hours later today when we'll have Allison Malik as our special guest. She helped launch May Mobility, the autonomous ride-hailing company that counts Toyota as a major investor, and she now has her own consulting firm called Middle Third. She's got some strong opinions on where all this mobility stuff is going, or whether it's going at all. We'll also have Nora Naughton from Business Insider on the show, so join John and Gary when it all goes live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. But that's a wrap for this show, and I hope to see you later today.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering boost your game. And by Teijin Automotive Technologies, the formula for better mobility.
Making a life full of memories, one road trip at a time. That's what really matters. Bridgestone Weather Peak tires with a 70,000-mile limited warranty.
There's nothing wrong with heavy metal,
Hey, lighten up.
But with world-class composite material, Teijin Automotive Technologies makes vehicles lighter, safer, and more eco-friendly.